Welcome to the KIC booth here at IPC Apex Expo. Delighted to be joined by Miles Moreau, the General Manager of the company. Nice to see you, Miles.
Nice to be here, Trevor. Glad to have you.
Yeah. KIC is one of these companies that's always been ahead of the curve. You know, you have your RPI system, but you're one of the early adopters of CfX. So tell us a little bit about your new system.
Well, we've had the monitoring systems and our latest, which is the RPI, reflow process inspection, and this last year, which we won the Global SMT Award for on the wave side. The next thought was, okay, how can we give more value for those systems to our customers? It has a lot of data there, a lot of information about what's going on in real time, and CfX was kind of the perfect fit. We've been able to connect to MES systems, but with a standard like CfX and making it kind of plug and play, that was like the perfect opportunity for KIC. We've been involved with the CfX committee from the beginning, and now we have a couple of customers actually implementing CfX, and just recently, as we had been discussing earlier, KIC is on the QPL list, so one of the first companies to use the IPC testbed and test against the standard. So now a customer looking for the reflow inspection data can go to the RPI system and know that it'll automatically link to their CfX broker.
I mean, that's an important point because there's a lot of companies out in the market that are saying that they are CfX compliant or working with CfX, but the truth is you're not really working with CfX until you're listed.
Yeah, that's the advantage. A company can look at that list and say, I know that piece of equipment has been tested officially against the CfX standard by IPC. So then you have these companies that offer the broker or the CfX broker. They can say, okay, how do I get this dashboard or these systems to work at the factory level? Well, if you choose these pieces of equipment on the QPL, you know it's a plug and play. And that's what the customer's looking for, not, oh, I'm going to have this developed in a couple of years. It's, oh, I plug it in and it connects to my CfX broker.
So one question I've got on the CfX connectivity, when you're going through that process, you also connect with the Hermes side of it. Is that what's involved in connecting to Hermes and then separately onto CfX? Is that two separate processes you had to do?
For us, we've architected or the framework of our product. We have the embedded sensors in the oven, and then we do the real-time profile, reflow profile inspection. With CfX and Hermes, we have kind of a module that's able to interconnect to both the Hermes machine to machine and vertically up to the CfX system. Okay. So it's working in tandem. And the nice thing with KIC, it's a little different. We're not a machine that takes up a space on the line. So it's almost like a virtual machine between the in-feed conveyor and the oven that's saying, here's where the profile's at, and is it okay? And then we pass it on to the oven. So even though we're an in situ device kind of in the oven, we act like we're that little virtual machine between the in-feed conveyor and the oven saying the profile's good or it's not.
Right. Okay. So have you got any of these systems out in the field yet, or are you still at beta testing stage?
There's lots of our RPI systems out in the field, and now with this CfX module, they can add on, and we've had a couple of tier 1 companies who are implementing CfX have now added that module onto their RPI system, and being on the QPL, it's literally plug and play. Add that module on, and our system starts connecting. So that's worked out really well. On the Hermes side, we're just starting, we've beta tested, and now we have a product, and we have the first couple customers who are actually implementing it on the line, which is great because that does the whole auto changeover. They don't need a barcode scanner at the front of the oven because we're getting all that information from the Hermes.
Okay, excellent. So, well, it's great to hear. It's a great story, and it's great to see it KIC continuing to innovate. So thank you for telling us about it today.
I appreciate it.